When I was researching Jack Williamson for my review of The Humanoid Touch, I learned that the 49th Annual Jack Williamson Lectureship was about to take place in Portales, New Mexico. I have few outside demands made on my time these days, so I figured why not attend? This is a little video giving the highlights of my trip. The guest of honor this year was Ursula Vernon. You may know her as T. Kingfisher. She writes stories I would categorize as fantasy tales with an accent on sharp, sometimes laugh-out-loud humor running throughout. Other featured authors at the event were Connie Willis, Dorinda Jones, Melinda Snodgrass, Jeffy Kennedy, Arcady Martine, Lauren C. Tefo, Rebecca Roanhorse, Serena Udabari, Vivian Shaw, John Stith, Brian D. Henson, and Diana Rowland. The event takes place on the campus of Eastern New Mexico University. While there, I was fortunate enough to meet Chancellor Patrice Caldwell. Gene Bundy, who worked for 30 years as a librarian at ENMU and knew Jack Williamson well, was kind enough to speak on camera for this video.
Hi, my name is Gene Bundy. For almost 30 years, I was Jack Williamson's librarian at Eastern New Mexico University. I had Jack as a freshman English teacher in 1967-68. Got hired in the library in 1991, and 1993 I became the librarian, and so I've known Jack for a long time, knew Jack for a long time, got to travel with him on a number of occasions, heard stories about his life. Just an amazing man who came to New Mexico as a 7-year-old, riding a horse, driving the family's few cattle, while his father drove the covered wagon with the family in it, and I got to go to see a space shuttle launch sitting next to Jack Williamson. Jack was a man who could tell you about the first car he ever saw, the first telephone he ever saw, the first airplane he ever saw, and then to see a space shuttle launch. Amazing life.
You just have to it's like those sock stuffers that have the tiny books and the glasses, except it's
All attendees were encouraged to return next year for the 50th anniversary of the lectureship. I imagine they'll pull out all the stops and make it an especially memorable event. I plan to be there.